Roberts Field, and they had a nice run in the States as well. In fact, made it to the PIAA championship game, won state playoff games over Punxsutawney, Newcastle, and East Pennsboro before losing to Sealands Grove in the championship game up at Penn State. Of course, Beaver's playoff run last year ended in the first round, losing 5-0 against Laurel Highlands. Interesting, Beaver entered the playoffs back in 2019 as the 6th seed, then ended up winning a WPIAL championship. The Mustangs were also a 6th seed back in 2019 as well when they made that run to the WPIAL championship game. Last year, the Mustangs seeded 5th. This year, Laurel Highlands seeded 4th, but picking up that first-round playoff bye, and you wonder if the Mustangs will have any rust here, at least early on today. Laurel Highlands did scrimmage Butler last week up at Pullman Park, but again, they haven't played a regulation game since they knocked off Albert Gallatin a week ago Thursday by a score of 13-2, and of course, Beaver had their game come right down to the wire in the first round against Elizabeth Ford, winning by a score of 4-2 on a J.J. Shallcross walk-off home run. In fact, the Bobcats have shown good form here late in the season. They've now won 6 games in a row, swept a conference series against Quaker Valley, winning by scores of 6-0 and 6-4. Also swept Central Valley, winning by scores of 12-0 and 3-2, and won their regular season non-conference finale 12-10 over Hopewell before that first-round playoff win over Elizabeth Ford. Two similar teams, Beaver 13-5, Laurel Highlands 13-6. Should be a lot of fun this afternoon from Ross Memorial Park here at Washington and Jefferson. We're back with the first pitch right after this here on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Chris Parker Jr., it's springtime. Time to plan those summer getaways.
That's right, and here at Autoland, we are continuing Hyundai's Getaway Sales Event. We make it easy to get away in a new Hyundai. Almost all new models have available HMF bonus cash starting at $500 and up. And our roomy all-wheel drive vehicles like the all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe or Tucson have plenty of room for the family and all your gear.
I hear people talking about leasing as well as fuel economy.
We have great leasing deals. Lease a new 2022 Hyundai Venue SE 4-door hatchback with great fuel economy for only $159 per month with approved credit.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, and 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website, autolandhyundai.com, or phone 724-437-9999.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Bring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
We're back here at Ross Memorial Park, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Beaver Bobcats, a WPIAL 4A quarterfinal round game. Laurel Highlands and their home whites, red numbers, blue caps. Their dugout off to our right. The Beaver Bobcats and their away maroons with white numbers, silver helmets and hats, and their dugout off to our left. The Mustangs did stay busy yesterday with some community service work. They were down at the Catholic War Veterans. They worked a veterans breakfast, and actually talking to our friends over at the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, they were very impressed with this group of young men from the Laurel Highlands baseball program. It's good to see the Mustangs giving back to the community on a Sunday, a day before a important WPIAL playoff game, doing some community service work around the area. Busy day of baseball here at W&J. They'll play 2 5A semifinal round games after this game wraps up between Laurel Highlands and Beaver. In fact, this is only one of 2 games around the WPIAL with 2 o'clock starts this afternoon, so quite an early game for the Mustangs and the Beaver Bobcats. And also have to thank Melinda Delarose. She was scheduled to be on the air with us in the 2 o'clock hour today. And you can actually hear Melinda's program right after Laurel Highlands baseball. And we thank Melinda being gracious enough to move her time to a little bit later on today so we can bring you this Laurel Highlands baseball playoff game here on WMBS. Mustangs 13-6 overall, 9-3 in conference play. In this game, and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIL, WMBS, and the Triple I High School Sports Network. Any broadcast in this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening and viewing audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIL, WMBS, and the Triple I High School Sports Network is strictly prohibited. That legal disclaimer brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. So we're set to go. 2:02 on a Monday afternoon, and Joe Chambers set for the first pitch as Garrett Pander comes to the plate here for the Beaver Bobcats. And Joe will wind and fire. It's a fastball, missing a little low for ball one. Pander, the senior center fielder, coming in with a .250 average. No homers and 6 RBIs so far this season for Pander, who bats from the left side against the righty Chambers, who comes back with a fastball. This one catches the inside corner for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Game time temperature, 61 degrees. A little wind blowing in this afternoon, much cooler than it was here over the last couple of weeks. 1-1, missed a little low, takes us to 2-1. Mustangs looking for another deep playoff run this year. As Joe winds and fires the 2-1, fastball catches the outside corner for a strike to even things up at 2-2. Again, Joe started, picked up a shutout win against this Beaver team last year here at WJ in the first round of the WPIL playoffs. Now the 2-2 from Chambers to Pander. Another fastball, missed a little low. Count goes full now at 3-2. Patrick Cavanaugh catching for the Mustangs today, but Laurel Highlands using a designated hitter in Tristan McCoy, who has hit well at the plate as of late for the Mustangs in place of Cavanaugh. And the Laurel Highlands batting order will set that before the start of the bottom of the first inning. Now the payoff pitch, 3-2 from Chambers to Pander on the way, and Garrett stays alive, just foul tipping it back as the count remains 3-2. Home plate umpire getting the baseball back there from Beaver's Liam Dorsky, who's in the on-deck circle. And Joe getting set to wind and fire the 3-2. It's on the way. This on a breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Joe showed a lot of heat there against Pander. When it counted with a 3-2, mixes things up, comes back with a breaking ball and picks up his 48th strikeout of the season to go against 14 walks. And we have one away here in the top half of the first inning with the junior shortstop Liam Dorsky coming to the plate. The junior batting .375 with a homer and 11 RBIs. Chambers' first pitch to Dorsky. Fastball misses a little low for ball one. Our second trip to Ross Memorial Park during the WPIL playoffs. We were here for a playoff doubleheader last Tuesday. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one missing a little low and outside, taking the count to 2-0. Laurel Highlands also played a non-conference game here back in early April against the Trinity Hillers. Laurel Highlands was victorious in that contest. Count now 2-0. Chambers to Dorsky. Joe's pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Good movement there. In for a strike. Takes the count to 2-1. Staff here at W&J always does a great job. Takes care of us. We appreciate their hospitality here again this afternoon. 2-1 now to Dorsky. Another breaking ball. This one missing a little low. Takes the count now to 3-1. Washington and Jefferson had their their collegiate baseball season end this past weekend, losing in an NCAA regional. 3-1 down the pipe for a strike, or runners up. And the regional played this past weekend. Count now full of 3-2. So Beaver at least making Chambers throw some pitches here in the top half of the first inning. 3-2 on the way, breaking ball, and Dorsky staying alive, chopping and foul. Count remains 3-2, so it'll be the 14th pitch of the inning. Coming for Joe Chambers. Facing just a second batter in Liam Dorsky. Now the 3-2 on the way. Fastball, called strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Joe Chambers, sending down Garrett Pander and Liam Dorsky. Now 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first, with Josh Obrist coming to the plate. And some impressive batting averages in this Beaver lineup, including Obrist, who comes in with a 400 average, 14 RBIs. A little check swing of the first pitch, and they're going to peel down to first. First base umpire says he did not go. So it's ball 1. Obrist has driven in 14 runs so far this season. Senior first baseman for the Beaver Bobcats. Now Chambers 1-0 on the way. Right down the pipe for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Again, this is the 8th appearance of the season for Joe. Enters with a 4-1 record, 1.26 ERA. Next pitch on the way, and therefore another strike. And Joe looking impressive. Count now 1-2 as Joe looks to strike out the side. Very focused his last go-around for high school baseball. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 did hop out of the glove of Patrick Cavanaugh, who makes the tag on Obrist to officially end the inning. So Joe Chambers strikes out the side. We're scoreless heading to the bottom of the first here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Day.
The WVU Uniontown Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Moving to the bottom of the first inning, Mustangs coming to bat. Ty Sankovic to lead things off. The junior shortstop batting .290 with a homer and 5 RBIs, facing Beaver's Jack Ray. So the Mustang lineup in just a moment. Ray's first pitch to Sankovic, a little high for ball 1. So Ty leading things off. CJ Guest batting second in right field. Carson D'Amico batting third. He's in center field. Alex McLean, the third baseman, in the cleanup spot. 1-0 pitch called strike. Evens up the count at 1-1 now to Sankovic. Braden O'Brien playing first base, batting fifth. Tristan McCoy's DHing for Patrick Cavanaugh. He's batting sixth. Joe Chambers pitching and batting seventh. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, just missed outside, moves the count to 2-1. Ben Diamond in left field batting eighth, and Frank Kula playing second base and batting ninth for the Mustangs here today. So Jack Ray now with a 2-1 here to Ty Sankovic. Fastball, swing and a miss. Count even at 2-2. Defensively for Beaver, they have Ty Butler out in left, Garrett Pander in center, and Mitch Lang in right. Mason Lang playing third, Liam Dorsky playing short, Corbin Sevcik playing second, and Josh Obrist playing first. 2-2 pitch here, popped foul by Sankovic. The count remains 2-2. Again, Jack Ray pitching, Wyatt Ringer catching for the Beaver Bobcats. For Ray, already his 10th appearance of the season, 6-1 record, 0.98 ERA. Now the 2-2 here to Sankovic. Again, Ty staying alive, fouling it off. Ray's worked 42 2/3 innings, giving up 17 hits, 9 runs, only 6 earned runs over the course of the season. Struck out 58 and walked 29 so far this season. It's 2-2 here again to Sankovic, who chops it foul on the right side. His dad couldn't make the play. He's coaching first. Brad Yeoman, as always, coaching third for the Mustangs here today in his first WPIAL playoff game. taking over for Scott DeBerry, who tragically passed away in the offseason. 2-2 again, swing and a miss, strike three, and down goes Sankovic. Go back to the top of the first. We've had 4 batters come to the plate in this game and 4 strikeouts recorded. And for Ray, that's his 59th strikeout of the season. And I'll bring up C.J. Gesk, Mustang right fielder. Junior batting .262 with 5 RBIs. First pitch to C.J. This one chopped, going right back to Ray. The speedy C.J. down the first base line. Throws a little high, but in time to retire C.J. So the play goes 1-3. Only got him by about a half a step over there at first. Ray to Obrist, retiring Gesk for the second out of this bottom half of the first inning. That'll bring up the Mustang senior center fielder Carson D'Amico. Carson coming in with a .422 average, a homer and 16 RBIs. He talks things over with the Mustang head coach Brad Yeoman. Talking over a little strategy here late, and also Wyatt Ringer, the Beaver catcher, coming out to chat with the pitcher Jack Ray as well. Stepping back in now, Carson set to go. Deep in the batter's box here for the Mustangs. And Ray's first pitch to Carson D'Amico. This is inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 to Carson, breaking ball. Called strike on the outside corner. Evens up the count at 1-1. Now Ray taking his time here against D'Amico. 1-1 on the way. High and outside takes the count to 2-1. Two one on the way. Called strike takes us even to 2-2. So Ray now trying to finish off Carson D'Amico, and Carson gets a piece of it off the end of the bat in foul territory on the right side, over the fence and out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Trying to get a fresh ball now over to Jack Ray. And Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé. Bill Madden back inside our WVE Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. WPIL 4A quarterfinals, Beaver and Laurel Highlands. Now time called, late time called there by Carson D'Amico as Ray was almost in his windup. Now Ray set to go, D'Amico back in the batter's box. 2-2 on the way, D'Amico line drive, went off the glove, and they're going to rule it foul. And that ball was very close to touching the glove of Jack Obrist there in fair territory, but ruled foul. The count remains 2-2. And you've had 4 strikeouts in this game so far. And C.J. Gesk grounding out 1-3. Now a 2-2 count here, Ray to D'Amico. 2-2 on the way, breaking ball, and again Carson trying to stay alive, fouling it off there on the right side. Count remains 2-2. Now Ray set again. 2-2 pitch on the way to D'Amico, chops it. Well, they're going to rule this foul on the left side. A couple of close ones here, one down the first base line and now one down the third base line. The count still 2-2 now. Ray to D'Amico. And 2-2 once again. This one a little high and inside. Takes us full to 3-2. Now Ray will wind and fire the 3-2 here to D'Amico, and D'Amico well hit ball, line drive into center field. Slipping there is Garrett Pander, but able to regain And off of one hop, pulled the ball in. That one was very close to sneaking by Pander and maybe going all the way back to the 390 sign out there in straightaway center field. But Carson D'Amico, a 2-out single here for the Mustangs. In the bottom of the first inning, and Laurel Highlands in business now with Alex McLean coming to the plate. McLean, the senior third baseman. And Ray, a breaking ball, missing there for ball one to McLean. Alex batting .393, he's homered once and driven in 15 so far this season. We'll see how aggressive D'Amico gets off of first base, maybe trying to move into scoring position. Another breaking ball, missing now 2-0 from Ray to McLean. .2-0 on the way, and Alex fouling that one off. Moves the count to 2-1. Alex getting back in the box as Ray works from the stretch. Two-one pitch on the way, and that one ripped but foul on the left side from Alex McLean. Takes the count now to 2-2. Two on the way, breaking ball, McLean. Chopper going here to third, should be routine. Mason Lang, long throw over to first. It actually pulled Josh Obrist off the bag, and Alex McLean rolled safe over at first. So I think you have to give that a throwing error there to Lang, pulling Obrist off the bag. And the Mustangs now 2 on with 2 outs, with Braden O'Brien coming to the plate. So it should have been a routine out. Lang pulled off the first base bag, or the third base bag on the throw over to Obrist. It was a little wide there, pulling Obrist off the bag. And the Mustangs now 2 on with 2 outs. And Braden O'Brien, the junior first baseman, entering this game with a .264 average. A homer and 11 RBIs. Will take the first pitch outside for ball one. Ray again, a glance back at second. 1-0 pitch on the way, low and inside. Takes the count to 2-0. The Mustangs trying to get something going here, bottom of the first inning. .2-0 pitch on the way. Called strike on the outside corner. 2-1 now to Braden O'Brien. We're getting a choppy video feed on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. Our audio broadcast also available on our WMBS website. You can stream us at WMBS590.com for the audio. Pitch outside, 3-1. The live video out of our control. It's housed on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. We're sending them quality video. For whatever reason, it's choppy on their end. 3-1 now. Ray to O'Brien. Pitch on the way. That's low for ball 4. So the Mustangs loading up the bases with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Started with a Carson D'Amico single to center field. Alex McLean getting on the throwing error from Mason Lang. Now Braden O'Brien walking, and that'll bring up Tristan McCoy, the sophomore designated hitter. He's been hot as of late at the plate. .304 average with 5 RBIs. And now Ray will wind and fire here out of the stretch with the bases loaded. The first pitch here to McCoy. Low and outside for ball 1. Rays 1-0. A little high and outside there to Tristan. Takes the count to 2-0. Nowhere to put McCoy as well on the base pass. And that's pitch outside, hopping away there from the catcher Wyatt Ringer, and the Mustangs will score the game's first run. The ball actually went off the helmet there of Carson D'Amico, and another run comes across as Alex McLean scores, and it's 2-0 Laurel Highlands. So wild pitch there for Murray, and two coming across, D'Amico and McLean. O'Brien getting all the way down to third. And a 3-0 count now against McCoy. And that'll bring up Beaver skipper Noah Medic. And the whole infield coming in here for a meeting now for the Bobcats. As Beaver trying to gain a little control here. As the Mustangs have taken a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Now they'll break up the little meeting here on the mound. And you'll have Tristan McCoy facing a 3-0 count. Against Jack Ray. .3-0 on the way. Called strike. McCoy thought it was ball 4. Now the 3-1. McCoy, big time cut there. Sends the count full now to 3-2. Payoff pitch. McCoy stays alive, fouling it off the netting. The count remaining full now at 3-2. Payoff pitch, and McCoy sends it right back up the middle into center field. That'll score Braden O'Brien. So an RBI single from Tristan McCoy. His 6th RBI of the season, and Laurel Highlands now takes a 3-0 lead. So Mustangs 3 runs on 2 hits here in the bottom of the first inning. And Joe Chambers, the 7th Mustang to bat. Laurel Highlands leading 3-0, and time called here by the home plate umpire. Now Ray set to go again. And Chambers, first pitch swinging, sends it foul on the right side. Takes the count to 0-1. So the inning started with Ty Sankovic striking out. C.J. Guest grounded out 1-3, and then the Mustangs got it going. Single from Carson D'Amico. Throwing air from Mason Lang as Alex McLean reached safely. Braden O'Brien walking. You had the wild pitch that scored 2, and then Tristan McCoy driving in Braden O'Brien with an RBI single. Count now 1-1. Ray to Joe Chambers. And the 1-1 pitch. Chambers sends it foul on the right side. Count now 1-2. And Joe back in the batter's box. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, a little high and inside. Evens things up now at 2-2. And again, Ray came in 0.98 ERA. Had given up only 9 runs, 6 earned runs. So far this season, 2-2, and Chambers rocks it into center field, but right at Garrett Pander makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Mustangs get 3 here in the bottom of the first to lead the Beaver Bobcats 3-0 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill, shop and save.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Going on now at the Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, 5 new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals at $10,000 miles per year, 24 months to $2,999 cash rate equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
So a good start for Laurel Highlands Mustangs, plating 3 in the bottom of the first inning. Now Beaver will have to get back at it here on the top of the second. Bobcats will have J.J. Shallcross, Corbin Sebsick, and Mitchell Lang coming to the plate. Shallcross, the senior designated hitter, coming off of that walk-off home run to knock off Elizabeth Forward in the first round of the playoffs last Wednesday. First pitch from Chambers. Shallcross check swing, appeal down to first, saying he did not go, so the count 1-0. Now with Shallcross's 3rd home run of the season, go against 21 RBIs, coming in with a .480 average. DHing today for Wyatt Ringer. 1-0 pitch to Shallcross. Missed a little low there from Chambers. Count now even at 1-1. Chambers' next pitch, and Shallcross a little chopper foul on the left side. Takes us to 2-1. And Shallcross, Sebsick, and Lang, that's Mitch Lang, due up for Beaver here on the top of the second. Joe Chambers struck out the side in the top of the first, sending down Garrett Pander, Liam Dorsky, and Josh Obrist. Chambers 2-1 now to Shallcross. A little low and outside, takes us to 3-1. And the winner will play in the 4A semis tomorrow. Don't know the location yet. We'll face either top-seeded Montour or 9th-seeded Quaker Valley. 3-1, swing and a miss there from Shallcross. Takes us 4-3-2. Now the payoff pitch. Chambers to Shallcross. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Joe Chambers has faced 4 batters so far in this game and struck out all 4. And 1 away here in the top of the second. Laurel Highlands looking good early on. And now Corbin Sebsick coming to the plate. Sophomore second baseman, batting .328 with 10 RBIs, batting from the left side against the righty Joe Chambers. Now Joe set to go. Line and fire the first pitcher to Sebsick, and therefore a strike 0-1. Montour and Quaker Valley playing at 4 o'clock today at the Boyce Mayview Field. That'll be the first of 2 games over at that complex today, as West Mifflin and Blackhawk will play the nightcap. 0-1 pitch now. Sebsick gets it on the ground to third. Good job there from Alex McLean. Throw over to first in time to Braden O'Brien to retire Sebsick 5-3 for the second out of this top of the second inning. And the 4th quarterfinal round game, we'll have North Catholic taking on Knock. That game also under the lights at North Allegheny. 6:30 start there. Now Mitch Lang stepping in, junior right fielder. Take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Came in with a .347 average and 15 RBIs. And Chambers will step off. Joe had a few games late in the regular season where he looked a little shaky. Certainly not the case here so far today. Misses there on the 0-1 to Lang. Count now even at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there from Lang. Busy news week around Laurel Highlands. 2 Sports star Rodney Gallagher will be announcing Wednesday at 3 o'clock where he's going to be attending college next year on a football scholarship. Rod had initially said he was going to wait until July the 4th. To schedule a 3 o'clock press conference Wednesday. We'll have the live video on the WMBS Facebook page. you'd like to watch the press conference to find out about Rod's decision coming up on Wednesday. The Mustangs baseball team hoping to be playing in the semis tomorrow. And if they win here, we'll have the semifinal round game for Laurel Highlands tomorrow here on WMBS. Now the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball, called strike 3. So Joe Chambers has faced 6 batters, has 5 strikeouts already. Corbin Sepsic, the lone exception. He grounded out 5-3, and the Mustangs a 3-0 lead over Beaver, moving to the bottom of the second here on the C.R. Product Group High School Sports Day.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
The Catholic War Veterans is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. They are sponsoring their 12th annual Frank L. Musica golf outing again this year. They have proudly given 37 scholarships to area students since its inception. The Catholic War Veterans, post 1669 in Hopwood.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Ben Diamond, Frank Kuhl, and Ty Sankovic due up for the Mustangs here on the bottom of the second. Diamond already at the plate, and the count 1-1 from Jack Ray to Ben Diamond. Ben coming in with a .211 average and 8 RBIs, fouling back the 1-1, takes the count to 1-2. Playing left field here today for the Mustangs. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up for Laurel Highlands here in the bottom of the second after the Mustangs scored 3 runs, sending 7 men to the plate in the bottom of the first. Now Diamond calls time. The 1-2 count on him. And we mentioned coming in, Jack Ray and not been touched up much so far this season. He gets a called strike 3 here on Diamond, sending down Ben for the inning's first outs. Ray's lone loss came early on in the season against Montour and has been solid since. As Frank Kula comes to the plate. Frank's rocked a couple of home runs this season. Has 11 RBIs, batting .256, playing second base today. Takes that one a little inside for ball 1. Mentioned the 2 5A semifinal round games being played later on today here at Washington and Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson taking on Peters Township. And then the nightcap, West Allegheny against Bethel Park. Count now 1-1 here to Kula. The Peters Township second game here at WNJ. We had them on WMBS last week against Connellsville. Kula, big cut there. Swing and a miss. Cut now, or the count now 1-2 from Ray to Kula. Now Ray's 1-2 pitch to Kula, and Frank off the inside of the bat lines it out to Liam Dorsky, the shortstop, for the inning's second out. I'll bring up the top of the order now, and Ty Sankovic, who struck out swinging first time up. Junior shortstop coming in with a .290 average. Homer and 5 RBIs. Reminder, after our game broadcast here today, stay tuned. We'll have a special program with attorney Melinda Delarose here on WMBS. You're going to have to thank Melinda. She was scheduled to be on the air at 2:15 today. Found out about the Mustang playoff game late on Friday. Melinda agreed to relinquish her time and push back her time until after our game broadcast today. So again, we thank Melinda for that and look forward to her program later on this afternoon here on WMBS. So now 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the second, Mustangs up 3-0. First pitch there from Jack Ray to Ty Sankovic in for a strike. Count 0-1. And the Mustangs did all of their damage with 2 outs in the first inning. 0-1, missed a little high and outside, 1-1 now to Ty. Now Ray will step off. Inning started with a Carson D'Amico single. Alex McLean got on via an error as Sankovic pops this one up in foul territory. Bobcats don't have a play on it. Goes over the fence and out of play. And Braden O'Brien walked. Yet a wild pitch that scored 2 runs, and Tristan McCoy drove in O'Brien to make it 3-0 Laurel Highlands. And Joe Chambers full out to Garrett Pander in center field to end the inning. Good to see our buddy Mookie John here as well, with his dad, Laurel Highlands Athletic Director Mark John, taking in the action down the third base line here at Ross Memorial Park. 1-2 pitch on the way, and Sankovic again stays alive, fouling it off. Count remains 1-2. Again, we do not have a time and location yet for the 2 semifinal round games in 4A scheduled for tomorrow. I have to think the WPIL will wait to see who the winners are before setting those sights. 1-2 pitch called strike 3. It's a 1-2-3. Bottom half of the second inning with the Mustangs still sitting pretty after 2, up over the Beaver Bobcats 3-0 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleaning. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek, Jr.
Freshman Ty Butler leading things off for Beaver here in the top of the third inning, and first pitch swinging leads off the inning with Beaver's first hit of the afternoon, sending it in a right center field. So Butler aboard and Beaver in business here to start the top of the third against Butler, Mason Lang, and Jack Ray due up. Now Mason Lang at the plate, senior batting .229 with 9 RBIs, playing third base today. Showing bunt, Chambers throw over to first, head first slide back safely there from Butler. 3 runs on 2 hits so far this afternoon for Laurel Highlands. Just that 1 hit from Butler, and Beaver committing an error back in the first inning. Actually gave the Mustangs a little life, would have been the inning's third out. And the Mustangs end up getting 3 runs after that error. Pitching there for a strike as Lang was showing bunt, pulled back. And a good delivery there from Joe Chambers. So an 0-1 count. Chambers to Lang as they check Butler again over at first base. Chambers again, a glance over his shoulder. 0-1 pitch here to Lang. Breaking ball. Missed a little high. Evens up the count at 1-1. Joe set to go again here from the stretch. 1-1 pitch. Brings the heat. Swing and a miss there from Lang. Takes the count to 1-2. Reminder to stay tuned after our game today. We'll have our post-game show brought to you by State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman. Now the throw over to first. Head first slide back safely again there from Butler. And so many similarities between these two programs, Beaver and Laurel Highlands. As the 1-2 pitch on the way. A little low and outside. Good block there from Patrick Cavanaugh. Again, played in WPIL title games in 2019. Met here in the first round of the playoffs in 2021. and finished in second place in their respective conferences here in 2022. Now the 2-2 pitch on the way, and that ball belted into right center field. This one will one-hop in front of C.J. Gesk. There's a quick relay coming in, and now for Beaver, 2 on with nobody out. Here in the top of the third inning, and they're getting production from the bottom of their batting order. Butler and Lang, and now the pitcher Jack Ray will come to the plate and try to help his own cause. Junior batting .308. 2 RBIs so far this season for Ray. So the Bobcats with Butler on second. Lang on first. Ray at the plate. They're down 3-0. Trying to do a little damage here in the top of the third as Ray takes the first pitch for strike one. Bobcats certainly threatening. Now Chambers. 0-1 here to Ray. Did he go around? Yes, he did. 0-2 now. Chambers to Ray. Joe had 5 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. In fact, the only Bobcat to make contact was Corbin Sepsic, who grounded out 5-3 for the second out of the top of the second inning. But Butler and Lang getting hits against Chambers here in the top of the third. 0-2 pitch here to Ray, and this one will one-hop in front of Gesk as well in right field. Bobcats sending a man to the plate, and scoring there will be Ty Butler. So an RBI single to right for Jack Ray, just his 3rd RBI of the season. Drives in Ty Butler. The Bobcats get a run back. It's 3-1. And Beaver still with 2 on and nobody out as they get a courtesy runner here. Logan Martinelli running for Jack Ray. We go back now to the top of the order, and Garrett Pander. If you wonder what all of a sudden the Bobcats have figured out here against Joe Chambers. 3 straight hits here in the top of the third inning to pull to within 3-1 of Laurel Highlands. Now Pander came in with a .250 average and 6 RBIs. Senior playing center field, struck out looking first time up, and now Pander calling time. Now certainly the most pressure that Chambers has faced so far in this game. First pitch here to Pander. Below and inside, good block there from catcher Patrick Cavanaugh. And Joe now has to stay focused. The Bobcats looking for a charge here in the top of the third. 1-0 to Pander. Pitch a little high, takes us to 2-0. All 4 teams out of Section 2, that's Beaver's conference, still in the hunt in the 4A playoffs. Montour, Beaver, Quaker Valley, and Blackhawk all playing today. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss there from Pander takes us to 2-1. Of course, Uniontown out of the Mustangs Conference got knocked out in a close 7th inning against Knock last week. We brought you that game here on WMBS. EF got ousted against Beaver. Now the 2-1 on the way. Called strike. 2-2 now to Garrett Pander. Knock and North Catholic still alive out of Section 1. It's Quaker Valley down Highlands. And Indiana also fell in the first round of the playoffs. 2-2 pitch, called strike 3. And boy, there's a much needed out for Joe Chambers and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. That's the second time Chambers has struck out Pander in this game. Joe now 6 strikeouts for the game. We have our first out here in the top of the third inning. And I'll bring up Liam Dorsky. Dorsky also a strikeout victim of Chambers earlier. Fouls off the first pitch on the left side. That was Blackhawk that knocked out Indiana in the first round. Of course, Knock, we mentioned, downing Uniontown 2-1. Quaker Valley, that 7-1 win over Highlands. And Beaver on the Shallcross walk-off down Elizabeth Forward 4-2. Laurel Highlands, North Catholic, West Mifflin, and Montour all picking up first-round buys. 0-1 pitch on the way. Called strike just like that, 0-2 to Liam Dorsky. So Chambers doing a lot of this himself. 6 strikeouts already, looking for number 7 here, facing Dorsky. 0-2 on the way. Dorsky sends it right back to Chambers. Goes to third, low throw. but tagging the bag there, Alex McLean. So it goes fielder's choice, 1-5, getting the lead runner. That was Mason Lang. So the situation the same. 2 outs here in the inning, and now you have Josh Obrist coming to the plate. Obrist struck out swinging. Coming in with a .400 average and 14 RBIs. First pitch to Obrist, a little low and outside for ball 1. Bobcats now 1 run on 3 hits. They've committed 1 error. Mustangs still 3 runs on 2 hits. You have the courtesy runner Martinelli on second. And a pitch there, it's a little high and inside to Obrist. Now Liam Dorsky on first after getting on via the fielder's choice. 2 outs now here in the inning after Beaver picked up 3 straight hits, including an RBI single from Jack Ray, driving in the freshman Ty Butler for Beaver's first run of the afternoon. 2-0 count now, Chambers to Obrist. Pitch on the way, a little low and inside. Count out 3-0. And you don't want to walk Obrist because due up next is J.J. Shawcross, Beaver's best hitter with a .480 average. Mentioned Shawcross, the walk-off home run against Elizabeth Forward. Don't want to face J.J. with the bases loaded. 3-0 pitch, but before that, a throw back to second and a head-first slide back safely there from the courtesy runner Logan Martinelli. The Mustangs and Chambers looking for strikes. 3-0 pitch. Fastball. In there for a strike on the outside corner, taking us to 3-1. Joe, another long look in from the stretch. Glance back at second. 3-1 pitch here. Another fastball. Chop foul. Just like that, Joe's worked his way back to a 3-2 count against Josh Obrist. Mustang lead at 2 at 3-1. Laurel Highlands scoring their 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Beaver coming back with 1 already here in the top of the third. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now stepping off and running down. They got in a rundown here. Martinelli throw back down to second, and Martinelli tagged out. So a base running error there from the courtesy runner Logan Martinelli. We've talked a lot about the use of courtesy runners in high school baseball games. And there you had Martinelli going a little bit too quick. And it cost Beaver with an opportunity with 2 runners on base and one of their best hitters in Josh Obrist at the plate. And their best hitter after that, J.J. Shellcross, due up next. So the Bobcats running their way out to the top half of the third inning. It's 3-1 Laurel Highlands going to the bottom of the third on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Day.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-4500.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
As we come back, C.J. Gesk leading off the inning. Ground ball to second. Corbin Sevcik making the play over to Josh Obrist for the first out of this bottom of the third inning. So Gesk retired 4-3. He's had 2 ground ball outs so far in this game. Now Carson D'Amico coming to the plate. D'Amico singled to center field, scored a run for the Mustangs in the bottom of the first inning. Mustangs leading the Bobcats 3-1 as Ray's first pitch there to D'Amico. A strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1. And there again from Ray. Just like that, the count 0-2 now to Carson D'Amico. A cool afternoon here in Washington County. 0-2 pitch. Little outside. 1-2 now from Ray to D'Amico. One-two pitch. D'Amico fouls it off into the netting. Count remains 1-2. Now the 1-2 here to Carson. Breaking ball. Just missed inside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Have Alex McLean in the cleanup spot due up next. 2-2 pitch and a rip there, but going foul from Carson D'Amico. Now the 2-2, and D'Amico hits it on the ground right back to Ray. Throw over to first. In time there to Josh Obrist to retire D'Amico 1-3. Now 2 outs with Alex McLean coming to the plate. Came in with a .393 average, a homer and 15 RBIs. Got on via an error and scored a run first time up. Ray's first pitch to McLean. Missed outside for ball 1, 1-0. Now the 1-0. McLean chopping it foul on the left side. Evens up the count at 1-1. And this is the only early action in 4A. Montour and Quaker Valley will play at 4. West Mifflin, Blackhawk, North Catholic, Knock all under the lights later on tonight. Count out 2-1 to Alex McLean. Nice to have Jerry Dupay again behind the camera. Bill Madden and Sarah Camp both inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. 2-1, and that one ripped from McLean. And it will actually one-hop in front of Ty Butler. So a 2-out single from Alex McLean and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, with a base runner here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And I bring up Braden O'Brien. O'Brien walked first time up. Scored a run after he was driven in by Tristan McCoy. He'll swing at the first pitch here and pop it foul on the right side. Counted 0-1. O'Brien deep in the batter's box as Ray will check the runner McLean, who's back safely with a head first slide. Now O'Brien calls time. A 1 pitch now to Braden. Just missed. Good breaking ball there from Ray. Just outside of the strike zone, though. A count even at 1-1. Ray's 1-1. Fastball in there for a strike. O'Brien thought about pulling the trigger and hesitated with a little check swing. Count now 1-2. O'Brien choking up on the bat, runner going. Braden fouls it off again into the netting. Time called. O'Brien will have a little talk here with Mustang head coach Brad Yeoman. Also give an opportunity for Wyatt Ringer to come out and have a little chat with Jack Ray. And this is the boys high school baseball 4A quarterfinals. Laurel, Highlands, and Beaver. Winner to take on either Montour or Quaker Valley tomorrow. Listening to the action here on WMBS Uniontown. Live video on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. Count now 1-2. Ray to O'Brien with McLean on first, and O'Brien ground ball. Diving stop there from Dorsky, throw over to second in time. Good play there from Liam Dorsky, who had to work off to his right. Able to field the ground ball and get it over to Corbin Sevcik at second. Goes fielder's choice. The final out of the inning, 6-4, retiring the lead runner, McLean. So after 3, it's a 3-1 lead for Laurel Highlands over Beaver here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school baseball teams the best of luck this season, and invite you to listen to his show every Tuesday at 3:15 here on WMBS.
Back here at Ross Memorial Park, top of the 4th inning, Josh Obrist, J.J. Shalcross, and Corbin Sevcik at the plate for the Beaver Bobcats. Obrist was actually at the plate in the top of the 3rd inning when the courtesy runner for Jack Ray, Logan Martinelli, was picked off to end that inning. And here Obrist starts off the inning by taking a pitch from Joe Chambers for strike 1. Hitters 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Bobcats here in the top of the 4th. 0-1 on the way, check swing going around. There was Obrist. The count at 0-2. Beaver scoring their only run on a Jack Ray RBI single, driving in Ty Butler in that top of the 3rd inning. Now the 0-2 pitch, fastball, chopped. Good play there from McLean. Long throw over to first, dug out by Braden O'Brien. And the throw beating the speedy Josh Obrist down the first base line. So credit both McLean and O'Brien. Tough play over there at third for McLean, but able to dig it out and get it off over to Braden O'Brien. Was also able to dig it out. Retire Obrist for the inning's first outs, with Shalcross now coming to the plate. J.J. Shalcross taking the first pitch outside for ball 1. Shalcross coming in with a .480 average, 3 homers and 21 RBIs. Struck out swinging first time up. Chambers 1-0 now to Shalcross. Low in the dirt. Actually the artificial dirt here at Ross Memorial Park, all turf surface. The advantage there, though, you can play games in almost any type of weather situations other than lightning in the vicinity. 2-0 pitch, a little inside. You kind of sense Chambers pitching around Shalcross a little bit here in the top of the 4th. Now the 3-0. On down the, ruled low for ball 4. Joe might get a strike call there, but a 4-pitch walk issued to J.J. Shalcross with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. With Corbin Sevcik coming to the plate. Sevcik grounded out 5-3 first time up. Sophomore second baseman came in with a .328 average and 10 RBIs. Batting from the left side against the righty Joe Chambers. Shalcross good speed over at first as well, as Sevcik squaring away to bunt. The Mustangs checking Shalcross, who's back to the first base bag safely. Sevcik back in the batter's box, showing bunts, pulls back, pitching there for a strike. Count 0-1. Mitch Lang, who's batting .347, is due up next. And Chambers wants a new baseball. See if that ball's retired for the day. Chambers, another glance over his shoulder. Counts 0-1 here to Corbin Sefcik. He delivers a breaking ball in there for a strike. Now 0-2. Chambers so far has recorded 6 strikeouts in this game. 0-2 pitch here to Corbin Sefcik. And before the pitch, another check of J.J. Shellcross, who's back safely. Oh, 2 again to Sefcik. Breaking ball just fell off a little low. Count now moves to 1-2. A 1-2 to Sefcik, well hit on a line. A one hop in front of C.J. Geskin right. Guess quick relay into Frank Kula. And a 1-out single now for Corbin Sefcik. And the Bobcats for a second straight inning, threatening again with 2 on and 1 out. Beaver loaded up the bases with nobody out. Actually, no, had 2 on. And then Jack Ray drove in Ty Butler for Beaver's first run back in the 3rd inning. Still had 3 straight hits. And you have 2 on with 1 out. Mitch Lang at the plate batting .347. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Lang struck out looking first time up. You'll have 3 Bobcats and Butler, Mitch's brother Mason, and Jack Ray due up next, who all picked up hits last time up. 1-0 pitch here on the way. And this ball popped up into shallow right center. C.J. Guest gets underneath it and makes the catch. The ball being in shallow right, nowhere for the Bobcat runners to go. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Now the freshman Ty Butler coming back up to the plate. Again, Butler, that single to right center field last time up and scored Beaver's only run of the afternoon. Freshman came in batting .250 with a homer and 5 RBIs, playing left field today for Noah Medic's squad. Chambers, first pitch here to Butler. A little high and inside for ball 1. Bobcats now a run on 4 hits. They've committed 1 error. Laurel Highlands 3 runs on 3 hits. 1-0 pitch to Ty Butler. And there for a strike. Good fastball in the inside corner. Evens up the count at 1-1. If you're just joining us, Laurel Highlands plated 3 in the bottom of the 1st. Bobcats got their lone run in the top of the 3rd. Count 1-1 now. Joe Chambers to Ty Butler. Pitch on the way, breaking ball. Just missed a little high. Takes the count to 2-1. Butler, the 5th Bobcat to bat here in this top half of the 4th inning. J.J. Shellcross, who walks on 2nd. Corbin Sefcik, who had a single to right, fields on 1st. 2-1 pitch here. Just missed inside, and now the count of 3-1. Chambers has done a nice job so far in this game, working his way back into counts. See if he can do the same here now. With it a 3-1 to freshman Ty Butler. 3-1 pitch on the way. That's a called strike. Butler was on his way to 1st. Now have a full count here, 3-2. The role changes now for the freshman Butler at the plate. Here we go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Mustangs on top, 3-1. Chambers from the stretch. Runners in motion. This ball chopped foul down the 3rd baseline. Do this 3-2 once again. Butler to step back in. Last couple innings, the Bobcats have made Joe Chambers work. Butler choking up on the bat. Chambers throw back to first. Mustangs thought they had their second runner picked off of the game, and barely getting back there was Corbin Sevcik on a close bang-bang play over at first. Brad Yeoman appealing to home, and there's no appeal there. I think the Mustangs saw Sevcik move early last time. Now he's in motion again. 3-2 pitch. Called strike three on the outside corner. What a pitch for Joe Chambers. Mustangs get out of another jam. Bobcats leave two stranded. 7 strikeouts now for Joe Chambers, and still a 3-1 lead for Laurel Highlands over Beaver. Moving to the bottom of the fourth here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Going on now at Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, 5 new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash trade equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is with tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Mustangs coming to bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Tristan McCoy, Joe Chambers, and Ben Diamond due up. There's McCoy sending one foul after he took the first pitch for ball one. In between innings, it appeared that our home plate umpire was actually issuing Joe Chambers a little bit of a warning. Our cameraman, Jerry Dupay, mentioned to me that Chambers was saying a couple of words there to the Beaver dugout after that last half inning. Ray finds the strike zone there to McCoy, takes the count to 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way, fouled off there by Tristan. Tristan RBI single last time up. Sophomore came in with a .304 average and 5 RBIs. A time called, and Tristan will step out. Mustangs looking for an inning here to tack a few more on for insurance. 3-1 pitch, or check that 1-2 pitch. They're going to rule that hit McCoy. It barely grazed him. And good enough to get McCoy down to first base. The 3-1 lead for Laurel Highlands. The count there on that pitch was 1-2. So McCoy hit, gives Laurel Highlands a base runner with nobody out, and Joe Chambers coming to the plate. Joe had a well-hit ball that was caught by Garrett Pander out in center field during his first plate appearance. But you look at the last couple of innings with Beaver able to put a couple of guys on, score the 1 run in the 3rd inning against Chambers. If you're at Laurel Highlands right now, you want to get all you can at the plate. Count 0-1 now to Joe. Jack Ray checking Tristan McCoy here. Joe with a smile on his face, talking our home plate umpire. Looking down at Brad Yeoman over at third. Throw back over to first, head first, slide back safely again there for McCoy. And Joe calling time again, wants to talk to Brad Yeoman. Wyatt Ringer coming out to chat now with Jack Ray. Now you also have Beaver head coach Noah Medich talking to our home plate umpire. Noah still having a little chat out there as well. His pitcher Jack Ray set to go. Now our home plate umpire back in position. Count 0-1 to Joe Chambers. Nobody out. Mustangs leading 3-1. Bottom of the fourth. Joe showing bunt. Pitch well outside as Joe pulls back. Evens up the count at 1-1. A two-step lead off first for Tristan McCoy. Joe lays down the bunt down the first baseline. A little shovel from Array over to Obrist. Sacrifice successful as Tristan McCoy works into scoring position. He's down a second. It's our first out of this bottom of the fourth inning with Ben Diamond coming to the plates. Diamond stepping in. McCoy now at second. Diamond struck out looking last time up. Came in with a 2.11 average. First pitch to Ben. Check swing did not go. Count 1-0. Mustangs looking for a little production from Ben at the plate. Big spot here. 2-run lead, runner on second. Ben showing bunts and sends it foul. Evens up the count now 1-1. Laurel Highlands 3 runs on 3 hits. Beaver 1 run on 4 hits. They've committed an error so far. Jack Ray long looking out a Wyatt Ringer. Glance back at second. 1-1 to Ben Diamond. Called strike on the outside corner. Ben wishes he had that one back. Count now 1-2. Jack Ray to Ben Diamond. Ray's already struck out Diamond once so far in this game. Now we'll step off and head for a slide back there for McCoy. Now the 1-2 to Ben Diamond. Stays alive, fouling it off. Count remains 1-2. And they'll have a 5A semifinal round doubleheader here at Ross Memorial Park after this one wraps up. Now Diamond calling time. Finally granted, the Mustang dugout wanted a balk call there on Ray. Count 1-2. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Diamond, a little nubber going right back to Ray. His only plays over at first. Then moving down to third is Tristan McCoy. So that one goes 1-3. And Frank Kula now coming to the plate. Good spot here for Frank. Again, he's cranked 2 home runs so far this season. Driven in 11 runs. Came in with a .256 average. Lefty Kula against the righty Jack Ray. We'll have to tack another one on here for Laurel Highlands. First pitch to Kula. Off the inside of the bat, sent foul 0-1. Frank's been a little streaky this year. Trying to get hot here for the postseason. A 1 pitch to Frank. This ball hit high in the air, deep to left field. Ty Butler getting under it. Butler will make the catch for the third out of the inning. So the Mustangs strand 1. We've played 4, still 3-1. Laurel Highlands over Beaver here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in. John Clinton from President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Summer is right around the corner and our inventory is heating up. I know you don't see a lot of new vehicles on our lot. However, we have hundreds inbound. We have over 50 F-Series, 30 Explorers, 20 EcoSports, and much, much more, all on the way. Stop, click, or call to reserve yours today. The early bird gets the worm, and the customer that shops with us gets the vehicle they deserve. If you have a bit more time, we'll be happy to place a factory order just for you. So let's talk about pre-owned. We have over 70 on the lot and ready to go. Most are certified with factory warranty and competitive interest rates. Now, I know I've talked about this before, and it still stands true. Your trade-in value is going to help offset new car prices, so don't miss out. We'll be closed Monday, Memorial Day, to remember and honor those who served. That's 40 Uniontown, top of the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
Bring forward the home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up for Beaver here on the top of the 5th inning. And Joe Chambers' first pitch to Mason Lang in there for a strike, 0-1. Lang singled to right center field, first time up in the top of the 3rd inning. It's Mason Lang, Jack Ray, and Garrett Pander due up here for the Bobcats. And just like that, Lang behind 0-2. Brian Morozak along with you. Jerry Dupay behind the camera in our Triple I High School Sports Network video feed. Bill Madden and Sarah Camp back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us for WPIL 4A quarterfinal round playoff action. Well hit ball there. Line drive into left. Diving catch. Are they going to say it's a catch? Yes. Hanging on out there, Ben Diamond with the grab. Great effort there from Ben. Taking away a hit from Mason Lang. That's our first out in the top of the 5th. With Jack Ray coming to the plate. Ray drove in Beaver's only run. And Ty Butler back in the 3rd inning. I'll have a little chat here with Beaver head coach Noah Medich. And Mustang catcher Patrick Cavanaugh also come out to chat with Joe Chambers. Again, if the Mustangs hang on today, we'll have the Laurel Highlands semifinal round game for you tomorrow against either Montour or Quaker Valley. We have no idea as of yet on a site or time for that game. First pitch here, a strike to Jack Ray, as Ray appeared to move out a little bit on that breaking ball that came back in for Joe Chambers. Ray came into the game a .308 average. Now has driven in 3 runs on this season. Ground ball here going to short. Sankovic over to first in time to Braden O'Brien to retire Jack Ray 6-3 for the second out of this top of the 5th inning. So Chambers trying to settle back down as the Bobcats start their 3rd trek through the batting order. And Garrett Pander. Pander struck out twice so far in this game. Lefty against the righty Chambers. First pitch catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Pander didn't like the call. Garrett came in with a .250 average and 6 RBIs. Now the 0-1. Another breaking ball called strike, 0-2. So after 2 innings where the Bobcats got to Joe a little bit, Chambers looking good here in the top of the 5th, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Bobcats retired in order in the top of the 5th. Mustang dugout fired up, still 3-1 Laurel Highlands. Moving to the bottom of the 5th here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Understanding the complicated tax laws when it comes to estates can be extremely stressful. Dealing with a loved one's estate after they pass can be one of the most challenging tasks for a family in a time of need. Hi, this is Attorney Dan White of Zebley, Mahalav & White. I'm here to help make that process easier. Our firm can help you and your family create and review wills and estates to make sure when the time comes to settle your assets, it will not be stressful because you have a plan. Don't put yourself through unneeded stress settling an estate or worrying about things you don't need to worry about. Call our office and we can help. Zebley, Mahalav & White. Call us at 724-439-9200 or visit us online at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mahalav & White. Local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalav & White. It's gonna be alright.
Going on now at Beaver Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months of $2,999 cash trade equity, and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is with tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
New pitcher for the Beaver Bobcats as we come back for the bottom of the fifth inning. It's Mitch Lang. A couple of defensive changes as well. Ty Butler taking Lang's spot now out in right field. Butler was playing left field, and now Antonio Petrella playing left field. So Petrella will take Ray's spots in the batting order, batting ninth for the Bobcats. So taking a look at some of the numbers now for Lang so far this season. Lang coming in with a 4-1 record. This already his 12th appearance. 1.71 ERA. He's picked up 2 saves. Has worked 28 and 2/3 innings. Given up 12 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned. Struck out 43 and walked 12 so far this season. And gives the Mustang batters a little bit of a different look than what we saw from Jack Ray. Ty Sankovic leading things off. And Lang missing on the first pitch outside there to Sank. Sank struck out twice in this game, one swinging, once looking, as the Mustangs start their third trek through the batting order. And Sank fouling off the 1-0. Evens up the count out 1-1. Now Lang's 1-1 here to Sank, and he just lost that baseball. Slipped right out of his hand. Moves the count to 2-1. And Sank won a chase in there. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now the 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. So Sankovic surprisingly has struck out 3 times in this game. Came in with a 290 average, a homer and 5 RBIs, but hasn't been able to put the bat on the ball so far this afternoon. Now CJ Guest coming to the plate. A couple of ground outs for CJ. 1-3 back in the first inning, 4-3 in the third inning. Junior right fielder. Came in with a 262 average and 5 RBIs, and Mitch Lang puts the first pitch to CJ right off the plate. On the count 1-0 to CJ. That pitch missing a little low. I was talking to CJ's mother last week. She's a pharmacist up at Apothecare Pharmacy. Of course, our friends at Apothecare here on WMBS. And CJ was a little sore last week. Ready to be back in the starting lineup here today. Takes the 2-0 for a strike. Count moves to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Called strike. Now 2-2 to CJ Gisk. Now the 2-2. Lang to Gisk. A little low. Count full at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch. Lang to Gisk. Called strike 3. CJ thought it might have been ball 4, so Lang Coming into the game, very effective back-to-back strikeouts, sending down Sankovic and Gesk here on the bottom of the fifth. The Mustangs still lead at 3-1. Now Carson D'Amico coming to the plate. Carson 1 for 2. Singled to center field, scored the game's first run back in the first inning, then grounded out 1-3 back in the third. Lang's first pitch to D'Amico here, first pitch swinging, chops it to second. Sebsic over to first in time to Josh Obrist to retire D'Amico 4-3. So 1-2-3, bottom half of the fifth inning. A 3-1 lead for Laurel Highlands over Beaver. We played 5 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
With surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Liam Dorsky leading off this top of the sixth for Beaver. Fouls off the first pitch from Joe Chambers. It's Dorsky, Obrist, and Shallcross due up for the Bobcats here in the top of the sixth. Hitters 2, 3, and 4. Either Montour or Quaker Valley awaits the winner in the semifinals tomorrow. Dorsky 0 for 2 so far today. Struck out looking back in the first inning. Hit into a fielder's choice. Back in the third. 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball called strike. 0-2 now. It's Liam Dorsky, who came in with a .375 average, a homer and 11 RBIs. Junior shortstop for the Bobcats. Now Chambers 0-2 to Dorsky. Dorsky hits it right back to Joe. Makes a little flip over to first in time. To Braden O'Brien. So Dorsky retired 1-3. And one away here in the top of the sixth with Josh Obrist coming to the plate. Reminder to stay tuned after the game. Our post-game show brought to you by State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman. Following that will be a special program with attorney Melinda Delarose. You're going to have to thank Melinda. She was scheduled to be on the air at 2:15 today. Moving her time at the last minute to accommodate Mustang playoff baseball. High fly ball there into center field. Charging and getting Carson D'Amico for the inning's second out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the sixth. We'll then have the Gardening with Joey and Holly radio show, and that'll be followed by Pirates baseball later on tonight here on WMBS. So a busy Monday. You have the Mustangs hang on here today. We'll have their semifinal round playoff game for you tomorrow as well here on WMBS. First pitch now to J.J. Shallcross. Check swing. Saying he did not go. Appeal down to first. Saying no, he did not go. So they count 1-0. Shallcross struck out, swinging back in the second inning, walked in the fourth. Again, came in with a .480 average. 3 homers and 21 RBIs. Another check swing there from J.J. Going to peel down to first again, and once again, first base umpire says no. And count 2-0. Chambers will line and fire now. The 2-0 to Shallcross. Breaking ball called strike. Moves the count to 2-1. And an ideal situation for Laurel Highlands. You can get a win today and then use Devin Kravoski tomorrow. We don't have a pitch count on Joe. as Shallcross grounds this one to Stankovic at short. But a one-hopper over to first, gobbled up by Braden O'Brien for the third out of the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning. Chambers has retired 8 straight, looking strong as this game gets into the late innings. And Laurel Highlands a 3-1 lead over Beaver going to the bottom of the 6th here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at the Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for GMF for well-qualified individuals at $10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash rate equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Moving to the bottom of the 6th, it's Alex McLean, Braden O'Brien, and Tristan McCoy due up for the Mustangs. Hitters 4, 5, and 6. Laurel Highlands a 3-1 lead. 0-1 count on McLean, who just rips one deep to right center field, backing up to the warning track and making the catch. Garrett Pander for the first out of the inning, but a well-hit ball there from Alex McLean. Mustangs, a little activity in their bullpen. Again, we don't have a pitch count on Joe. I'm working solo here today. Usually Tony or Gary keeps track of the pitch count. I've not seen one up here in the press box either to know how many pitches Joe has thrown. Had a couple of quick innings in both the 5th and the 6th, but Beaver made him work in the 3rd and the 4th. Now you have Braden O'Brien at the plate. O'Brien walked and scored a run in the 1st, hit into a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Takes the first pitch here for a strike. Again, Mitch Lang on in relief of Jack Ray. Ray worked the first 4 innings. Lang came in to start the 5th and retire the Mustangs in order. Count now 1-1. In fact, Lang now has retired 4 straight since he's come into the game for the Bobcats. Count 1-1 now to Braden O'Brien. And O'Brien a little chopper here, sending it foul. Moves the count to 1-2. And Jerry Dupay behind the camera. Bill Madden and Sarah Camp back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us for this 4A quarterfinal round game from Ross Memorial Park. 1-2 pitch on the way here, and O'Brien pops this one up in a right field. Ty Butler getting under it. Will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Now with Tristan McCoy coming to the plate. McCoy's been on base safely in both plate appearances. RBI single back in the 1st. Was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. A time called here by head coach Brad Yeoman. Let's have a little chat here with Tristan, which kind of upsets Wyatt Ringer. I think Wyatt just wanted to get things moved on here. Now Ringer's coming over here. He's kind of confronting Brad Yeoman and Tristan McCoy as they're having a little chat. And things have been getting a little chippy between these teams over the last couple of innings, and a lot has, I think, had to do with some of these time calls that we've seen today. That pitch misses a little high and inside, and probably a lot of that has to do with the fact that you've had Lang effective here since he's come in, so Laurel Highlands trying to break up his momentum that he has going right now. And that one fouled off by McCoy. Takes the count to 1-1. A little gamesmanship being played on both sides. 1-1 now, laying to McCoy. 1-1 pitch. Just missed outside. Takes the count to 2-1. McCoy back in the batter's box. 2-1 pitch on the way, and Tristan ground ball here to second. Scooped up by Sevcik. Throw over to first in time to Obrist as McCoy retired 4-3. So the Bobcats go down to their final 3 outs when we come back. It's a 3-1 lead for Laurel Highlands over Beaver here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Chris Parker Jr., it's springtime. Time to plan those summer getaways.
That's right, and here at Autoland, we are continuing Hyundai's Getaway Sales Event. We make it easy to get away in a new Hyundai. Almost all new models have available HMF bonus cash starting at $500 and up. And our roomy all-wheel drive vehicles like the all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe or Tucson have plenty of room for the family and all your gear.
I hear people talking about leasing as well as fuel economy.
We have great leasing deals. Lease a new 2022 Hyundai Venue SE 4-door hatchback with great fuel economy for only $159 per month with approved credit.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, and 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website, autolandhyundai.com, or phone 724-437-9999.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Somerset Trust Company is proud to call Fayette County home. With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. Convenient services available at all branches include checking and savings accounts, personal and business loans, mortgages and home equity loans, trust and investment management, and more. Call us at 724-626-1725. Visit us at somersettrust.com and like us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Somerset Trust Company. Community banking worth talking about.
Corbin Sevcik, Mitch Lang, and Ty Butler due up for the Beaver Bobcats. Beaver trailing Laurel Highlands 3-1, top of the 7th. Joe Chambers started the game, still on the hill for Laurel Highlands, looking for the complete game. Mustangs 3 runs on 3 hits so far in this game. Beaver 1 run on 4 hits. They've committed 1 error. First pitch to Sevcik from Chambers, called strike on the outside corner. Count 0-1. Mustangs had some activity last half inning in their bullpen. Now showing bunt, pulling back and putting a little chopper to first there was Sevcik. They're going to rule the ball, just went foul as O'Brien tried to make the play over at first base. Moves the count though to 0-2. Chambers 8 strikeouts so far. 5 of the 8 came in the first 2 innings of the game. Now an 0-2 count here to Corbin Sevcik. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Sevcik swing and a miss, strike 3. So Joe Chambers, now 9 strikeouts as the Mustangs look for a return trip to the WPIAL semifinals. If the Mustangs hang on, it'll be the 3rd straight year. Of course, they didn't play baseball during the spring of 2020, but the 3rd straight year that they've played high school baseball that Laurel Highlands has made the semis. Now 2-0. Chambers will line and fire now the 2-0 to Shallcross. Breaking ball called strike. Moves the count to 2-1. And an ideal situation for Laurel Highlands. You can get a win today and then use Devin Kravoski tomorrow. We don't have a pitch count on Joe as Shallcross grounds this one to Sankovic at short. But a one-hopper over to first, gobbled up by Braden O'Brien for the 3rd out of the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning. Chambers has retired 8 straight, looking strong as this game gets into the late innings. And Laurel Highlands a 3-1 lead over Beaver going to the bottom of the 6th here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at the Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months with 2,999 cash rate equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Moving to the bottom of the sixth, it's Alex McLean, Braden O'Brien, and Tristan McCoy due up for the Mustangs. Hitters 4, 5, and 6. Laurel Highlands a 3-1 lead. 0-1 count on McLean, who just rips one deep to right center field, backing up to the warning track and making the catch. Garrett Pander for the first out of the inning, but a well-hit ball there from Alex McLean. Mustangs, a little activity in their bullpen. Again, we don't have a pitch count on Joe. I'm working solo here today. Usually Tony or Gary keeps track of the pitch count. I've not seen one up here in the press box either to know how many pitches Joe has thrown. Had a couple of quick innings in both the fifth and the sixth, but Beaver made him work in the third and the fourth. Now you have Braden O'Brien at the plate. O'Brien walked and scored a run in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the third. Takes the first pitch here for a strike. Again, Mitch Lang on in relief of Jack Ray. Ray worked the first 4 innings. Lang came in to start the fifth and retire the Mustangs in order. Count now 1-1. In fact, Lang now has retired 4 straight since he's come into the game for the Bobcats. Count 1-1 now to Braden O'Brien. And O'Brien, a little chopper here, sending it foul. Moves the count to 1-2. And Jerry Dupay behind the camera. Bill Madden and Sarah Camp back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us for this 4A quarterfinal round game from Ross Memorial Park. 1-2 pitch on the way here, and O'Brien pops this one up in a right field. Ty Butler getting under it. Will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the sixth. Now with Tristan McCoy coming to the plate. McCoy's been on base safely in both plate appearances. RBI single back in the first. Was hit by a pitch in the fourth inning. A time called here by head coach Brad Yeoman. Let's have a little chat here with Tristan, which kind of upsets Wyatt Ringer. I think Wyatt just wanted to get things moved on here. Now Ringer's coming over here. He's kind of confronting Brad Yeoman and Tristan McCoy as they're having a little chat. And things have been getting a little chippy between these teams over the last couple of innings, and a lot has, I think, had to do with some of these time calls that we've seen today. That pitch misses a little high and inside, and probably a lot of that has to do with the fact that you've had Lang effective here since he's come in, so Laurel Highlands trying to break up his momentum that he has going right now. And that one fouled off by McCoy. Takes the count to 1-1. A little gamesmanship being played on both sides. 1-1 now, Lang to McCoy. 1-1 pitch. Just missed outside. Takes the count to 2-1. McCoy back in the batter's box. 2-1 pitch on the way, and Tristan ground ball here to second. Scooped up by Sepsic. Throw over to first in time to Obrist as McCoy retired 4-3. So the Bobcats Be down to their final 3 outs when we come back. It's a 3-1 lead for Laurel Highlands over Beaver here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Chris Parker Jr., it's springtime. Time to plan those summer getaways.
That's right, and here at Autoland, we are continuing Hyundai's Getaway Sales Event. We make it easy to get away in a new Hyundai. Almost all new models have available HMF bonus cash starting at $500 and up. And our roomy all-wheel drive vehicles like the all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe or Tucson have plenty of room for the family and all your gear.
I hear people talking about leasing as well as fuel economy.
We have great leasing deals. Lease a new 2022 Hyundai Venue SE 4-door hatchback with great fuel economy for only $159 per month with approved credit.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, and 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website, autolandhyundai.com, or phone 724-437-9999.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Somerset Trust Company is proud to call Fayette County home. With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. Convenient services available at all branches include checking and savings accounts, personal and business loans, mortgages and home equity loans, trust and investment management, and more. Call us at 724-626-1725. Visit us at somersettrust.com and like us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Somerset Trust Company. Community banking worth talking about.
Corbin Sevcik, Mitch Lang, and Ty Butler due up for the Beaver Bobcats. Beaver trailing Laurel Highlands 3-1, top of the 7th. Joe Chambers started the game, still on the hill for Laurel Highlands, looking for the complete game. Mustangs 3 runs on 3 hits so far in this game. Beaver 1 run on 4 hits. They've committed 1 error. First pitch to Sevcik from Chambers, called strike on the outside corner. Count 0-1. Mustangs had some activity last half inning in their bullpen. Now showing bunt, pulling back and putting a little chopper to first there was Sevcik. They're going to rule the ball, just went foul as O'Brien tried to make the play over at first base. Moves the count though to 0-2. Chambers 8 strikeouts so far. 5 of the 8 came in the first 2 innings of the game. Now an 0-2 count here to Corbin Sevcik. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Sevcik swing and a miss, strike 3. So Joe Chambers now 9 strikeouts as the Mustangs look for a return trip to the WPIAL semifinals. If the Mustangs hang on, it'll be the 3rd straight year. Of course, they didn't play baseball during the spring of 2020, but the 3rd straight year that they've played high school baseball and that Laurel Highlands has made the semis. Now at the plate, Mitch Lang taking the first pitch low for ball 1. And the winner of today's game will also be guaranteed at least 2 more games, both the WPIAL semifinal round game, and even if you would lose in the semis, you'd play a PIAA play-in game next week. The play-in games will be back here at Ross Memorial Park. Of course, the championship games across the way at Wild Things Field. There's a swing and a miss from Mitch Lang to even up the count at 1-1. And again, no idea where the semifinals will be played at tomorrow. That has not been released yet by the WPIAL. Probably awaiting the winner of this game to release the site for the next round. Swing and a miss there again from Lang. Again, you have 2 teams from Beaver's section, Quaker Valley and Montour, playing in the other quarterfinal round game, where the winner of this game will play in the semifinal round. Now Chambers 1-2 here to Lang, and that one a little low and outside, evens up the count at 2-2. Talking to the folks here at W&J, they have not been notified by the WPIAL about hosting any games tomorrow. You would think this would be a good sight if you'd have Laurel Highlands up against another team from Section 2 to play at tomorrow. But again, they have not been notified about hosting at all tomorrow, so we might be at a different venue if the Mustangs do hang on tomorrow afternoon or evening. 2-2 pitch here, check swing. No call, appeal down to first. And again, the first base umpire saying he did not go. So now we're full 3-2. Chambers to Mitch Lang. Lang started the game playing right field, now pitching for the Bobcats, who need 2 to keep things going on here in the top of the 7th inning. 3-2 pitch. Chambers to Lang, swing and a miss. Goes to strike 3, hops away from Kavanaugh, needs to make a throw down to first, head first slide, and the throw is in time to retire Lang. Goes as a strikeout, 2-3 for the second out of the inning, and that was not an easy play there for the catcher, Patrick Kavanaugh. Give him a lot of credit. Came up with a nice throw down to Braden O'Brien to retire Mitch Lang. And now we're down to our final outs as Ty Butler, the freshman left fielder, comes to the plate here for the Bobcats. He's 1 for 2 today. Singled to right center field and scored Beaver's only run back in the 3rd inning. Struck out looking in the 4th. Joe's first pitch here to Butler. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Again, the Mustangs knocked Beaver out of the playoffs in the first round of last year. They knocked Beaver out of the first round of the WPIL football playoffs this year as well. 0-1 here to Butler. He's going to chop it foul on the left side, and now Chambers 1 strike away from a complete game against Beaver for a 2nd straight season. He got the start against the Bobcats in the first round of the WPIL playoffs last year. Now an 0-2 count here against Butler, trying to send the Mustangs to the WPIL semis. Chambers taking his time. 0-2 pitch on the way. Did not get the call there. A little low. Now a warning issued here to the Mustang dugout. Count now 1-2. Now Chambers back on the mound. Count 1-2. To Ty Butler, pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. Tag made by Patrick Kavanaugh. Joe Chambers strikes out the side here in the top of the 7th as Laurel Highlands once again advances to the WPIL semifinals with a 3-1 win. The Mustangs 3 runs on 3 hits, Beaver 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error here today. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman. Comes your way next here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Going on now at the Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is a GMF for well-qualified individuals at $10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash rate equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here in our post-game show brought to you by State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hanging on for a 3-1 win over the Beaver Bobcats, and the Mustangs did all their scoring back in the bottom of the first inning. The inning actually started with Ty Sankovic striking out, C.J. Guest grounding out 1-3. Carson D'Amico, a single to center field, got things started. Alex McLean reaching on an error, and then Braden O'Brien walking for the Mustangs to load up the bases. You had a wild pitch from then pitcher Jack Ray, which plated 2 runs after things got a little hectic for Beaver. And then Tristan McCoy's RBI single drove in Braden O'Brien. It was 3-0 Laurel Highlands after 1. Beaver scoring their only run of the afternoon in the 3rd inning. RBI single from Jack Ray drove in Ty Butler, and that's it. A 3-1 win for Laurel Highlands over Beaver. Again, the Mustangs 3 runs on 3 hits. They did not commit an error this afternoon. Beaver 1 run on 4 hits. They committed 1 error. Time of the game, just 1 hour and 43 minutes. And we're back with a final word from Ross Memorial Park. Mustangs a 3-1 win over Beaver here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SprowlsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. With all the tools you need, First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Chris Parker Jr., it's springtime. Time to plan those summer getaways.
That's right, and here at Autoland, we are continuing Hyundai's Getaway Sales Event. We make it easy to get away in a new Hyundai. Almost all new models have available HMF bonus cash starting at $500 and up. And our roomy all-wheel drive vehicles like the all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe or Tucson have plenty of room for the family and all your gear.